for us because, well, it has been raining for the last few days, but normally it doesn't rain that much here in the region. So for that, there are good grapes. Then the Grenache is very, very short. You can see it doesn't go really high, and that's good for us as well. Why? Because you have a lot of wind here. It's a really very windy region. So if we were to plant to grow standard grapes, so like Syrah, Merlot, Cabernet, all those kind of grapes, the wind would break them. That's just as simple as that. But the Grenache, it can live on the hillsides, such as this one, without any problem. It will be ripe in August, and it will give very, very grapes that are very rich in sugar and rich in everything to make a really, really good wine here. So the Grenache, they are used to make both dry wines. So they will make up to 50% of all the dry wines. And they are the only kind of grape used to do the sweet wine. So all the Banyuls are 100% made of Grenache.
Is it a legislation?
Yeah, definitely. To be labeled Banyuls, you have to use, well, technically it's at least 80% of black Grenache and then grey Grenache to be labeled Banyuls for the Grand Cru. For the traditional, it's at least 50% of black and 50% of grey. And for the whites, amber and rosé, you are allowed to use up to 10% of another type of grape. But that's less common. Yeah.
And what is the difference between Grand Cru and Banyul only?
So you have, the appellation is split into three parts. You have Banyuls traditionnels, so traditional Banyuls, the most common type of Banyuls. Then you have Banyuls Grand Cru. So it means it has been aged for at least 36 months in oak barrel to be allowed to have the Grand Cru label. And then you have all the rest. So I mean, rosé, amber, whites, and what we call the rematch, but it's a bit special. I will explain it later. So all those three parts are, you have all the kind of Banyuls in those three categories. Yes.
We don't have Grand Cru sec, for example.
It exists, yes. So for each type of lot, so for the traditional, for the white and everything, and for the Grand Cru, you have what we call sweet, so that's really, really sweet, and you have half sweet, half dry, and then you have dry Banyuls. But even if we call them dry, they are still sweet, you know. But it's just that they have like twice less sugar than the sweetest ones. But all the Banyuls are sweet. It can go as high as exactly it's 114 grams of sugar